It's Berlin, 1 round and 4 deals MCR. And I can see 1 white belt to my opposite and 2 brown belts. And I myself already have a brown stripe on my green belt. Now, this looks like a very nice hand for all types. As long as I have 2 forms, Pang of Dragons and Chow in cracks, I just need, great, 3 forms I collected from the wall. I need some Chow in BAMs, either 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9, and another east. Okay, let's see, maybe it will be another west. If I'll take Chow 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9, I'd better discard east rather east, just because it was south was discarded, west, my another wind was discarded and not needed to anyone. So, what about Kong? I don't want Kongs, I mean melted Kong. I don't want to take Kong from discard. I can take it from the wall. West discarded as well, and nobody needed it. 9 BAMs. 2 west discarded. So I'd better discard west now. 4 BAMs goes nowhere. Okay. I am just 1 step behind ready hand, you see, and I need very specific tiles. 6, 9 and probably east. Maybe I'll pick the last west now from the wall, I don't know. I don't know what lies in the wall. That's... okay. That's mahjong. You don't know what lies in the wall. Even in duplicate format, you never know your wall. When in duplicate bridge, you know your cards and you know that all cards are dealt. It's not so in mahjong. Very nice. The opposite player wanted Pangs. The opposite player has white belt. She's from France, according to her flag. And I don't know whether she plays well or not. As I usually say, white belts are often dark horses. It can be something like Chow's. Something like pure straight, really. I have my 4th set. Okay, let's discard the 7 as long as I'll hardly take another. I don't really need one of these Chows. Or maybe I'll collect some small fan hand. Maybe I hastily discarded 7. I just looked at the pure straight and didn't try to collect something like small fan hand. Small fan hand, or maybe even some mixed shifted Chows could be collected. Okay. 2, 3, 4 it can be. Mixed triple Chow, 2, 3, 4. 7 is useless. Maybe I'll take 1. 8 is useless. Discarded twice, it's useless for eyes. I hope that 6 will come, or maybe 1. 7 I'll discard, I believe. Very probably I'll discard it. Could be my eyes, yes, it can be treated as a mistake, really. I discarded good tile and... And now I need to find new eyes. It's not easy. Really, all 5s are out of the game, by the way. Nobody needs 5s. That's the last 9 bams. The opposite player may be collecting another hand with pungs. No, I don't need 5. I'd rather wait for 3. 2, 3, 4. I hold 7 because it may come from the left. But if something else come, something like 6 or 1 for eyes comes from the wall, I'll be discarding this 7. 6 is not useful. 6 is not useful for eyes, so then I can discard it. I don't need 4, 5, 6. Maybe... no. I collect pairs. That's very funny. Collecting pairs. Maybe I'll just collect some small hand in the end. 6. No. That's interesting. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure about those cracks. Maybe the player to my left waits. 4s are out of the game, okay. So I can... She picked the last 3, luckily. Last 2 bams is safe. Good. I picked 3. And maybe... what about 5s? Maybe I'll take the last 5. I need 3 dots now. And then I'll be waiting for 2 or 5. 3 must be safe. But I don't want to discard neither 2 nor 4. Let's discard 3. 6 dots. 6 dots must be useless. But it can go for a punk to the opposite. Or to the left it can go. The player to my right collects slower tiles. 4 dots. That's just punks. No, all even. She collected all even punks. Very good. An expensive hand, 24 points, as you can see. And she's at the first place now. So I need to take a good hand to return to the first place. What about my tiles? It's hardly knitting. It's hardly knitting, really. It can be half flush. Can be half flush and cracks. Let's wait for something quick. I can return to the first place if I take this hand. But the player to my left, can just hold my cracks from me. I'll be melding everything. Everything in cracks, I mean, and the nonas. And I hope I'll collect my forms soon. My sets, not forms. But firstly forms, of course, yes. Firstly forms and then sets. I can take Pango of Wands. Wait for 2 or 3. The opposite player may be collecting BAMs. The player to my right wants half flush in dots or even full flush in dots. Very interesting. Who'll be the first? South. She doesn't need south, okay. I think I'll discard red soon, because I hardly need it. 5. As long as I took Pang of 6s, 5 is not very useful. 3 was dangerous, yes, but I'm just collecting. Half flush. And maybe I need to hold white. Maybe I need to hold this red. Because it can be needed to the right or to the left. I don't know. But red could go somewhere. Maybe red will come into my hand later, I don't know. The player to my left possibly collects half flush in BAMs. That's why she doesn't discard BAMs. Three dots is good, of course. She didn't change her weighting. The player to my right. Red is safe. That's it, red is safe. I can wait for the last 5. What about 2s? 1, 2, 3. For the last 2 as well. I discarded the 2. Yes. They exchanged Mahjong, full flush, pure shifted chow, style hawk melded hand. 48 points from discard. But now, She has 26 points. I have 20. The player to my left has minus 10. If I take this hand, I can take the table. Now, another plan for all types. As you can see, another plan for all types. Maybe it's mixed straight, sorry. Maybe it's either mixed straight or mixed shifted chows. Let's see what I'll pick. Okay. I can get rid of this 2, 3 and wait for 4, 5, 6. Okay. 3, 4. I can take some pungs, for example. The player to my right wants half flush and cracks. Cracks I'll be discarding. But later, who may hold my south? The opposite player may be holding my south. It's her seat wind. Maybe I'll pick another green. Maybe I'll make punk of greens. Okay, yeah. No. Punk of fours I need then. Okay. Nine. Okay, 9. Yes, the player to my right collects them. It can't be pure shifted chows 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8 because I have too few tiles. And the player to my right possibly has many cracks. I'm thinking about chicken hand now, really. It's hard to discard these cracks, and I think I won't get green. Maybe green is to my right as well. And I need pang of fours. Yes, pang of fours it is. Pang of threes. Sorry, I can't take pang of threes. Ouch. I need 2, 3, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I didn't notice this last 3 in time. I need to pick 4 or 2 from the wall to this 3. Well, green goes nowhere. That's interesting. 4. I'll be discarding 4, but later. I'll be discarding 4 because I don't need this conch for chicken hand. And hardly anyone can take it. Okay. The last 4. Okay. She took it. I hope the player to my Left will give me... Yes. Very nice. Now, what about sevens? 2 sevens discarded. 4 is not the last one. Yes, very good. Very good, because I took chicken hand and took the table. Very nice. Let's take a look at the player to my right. She wanted 6, 7, 8. She waited for the last 8. What about the last 8? By the way, it wasn't discarded. Sorry. Let's take a look from here. 9, 6. Yes, she wanted the last 8, as long as she couldn't take 5. All 5s are out of the game for now. She waited for the last 8 cracks and just didn't receive it in time. The opposite player wanted pungs, possibly. You see? She discarded 4. She didn't want all types. Sorry, she just doesn't know about all types. What's this? She could discard simply 4, 6, 8, leave 5 in her hand, and make all types. What about East? East wasn't discarded. She could take Pang of Easts and wait for the last green. I would do these actions in her place. Maybe I won't be discarding. No, she could make all types. I just don't understand. As I said, white belts are dark horses. Very often. The player to my left collected mixed triple chow 1 to 3, obviously. Not outside hand, just mixed triple chow. 2 bams I discarded, and another 2 was there. If the opposite player discarded 2, she could feed here in mixed triple chow, but she discarded 4 and luckily fed into my chicken hand. I just wasn't sure whether 4 is the last one. The player to my right discarded 2, and that's it. Nothing else. No more 4s on the table, so it's not the last tile. Of course, you can't declare chicken hand with the last tile. What about 7s? 1 discarded. 1 discarded and taken. And that's 9. Other 2 7s are in the wall, so I could win with either 1, either 4, 5, 6, 7 or 4, 5, 6. Good, very nice. That's just good game with not very rich hand, so to say. But as you could see, I needed just any hand, as long as my distance from the leader was 6 points. It's any hand. She fell to the second place and I got to the first. That's it. Thanks all.